Coast Guard Air Station, Traverse City, Michigan. Traverse City, Michigan is on the northwest corner of the lower peninsula of the state of Michigan.
If that's Michigan, we're right here.
Our area of responsibility is one of the largest ones in the Coast Guard today. It encompasses all of Lake Superior up to the Canadian border, all of Lake Michigan, and the northern portion of Lake Huron. It's roughly 6,500 miles of shoreline. Our air station was originally commissioned in 1946. We used to have a naval air station, Traverse City. They gave us a hangar here, and then the naval air station went away, and we ended up getting about 40 acres here in Traverse City that we call our own. There are 150 men and women here on the air station. We are one of the largest air stations. We have the men and women who fix our helicopters and fly them.
Being a flight mech, as far as the flight portion, we run the hoist, lower and raise the rescue swimmer and survivors. We back the pilots up, and when we're here in the hangar, we do maintenance on all the aircraft.
We do have 5 H-865 Dolphin rescue helicopters. The current model that you see here is the Charlie model Dolphin rescue helicopter. We received our first one in October of 2005. The Bravo models were just put into the modification line at ARSC in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. They stripped down the airframe to put the engines onto it and a couple of the digital engine controls and the new instrumentation. The actual aircraft airframe, though, is exactly the Bravo model.
As a rescue swimmer, I'd have to say the extra power that the Charlie model comes with is, obviously a benefit.
We have a lot more power in a hover, therefore we can have a higher fuel load or higher weight, and we can come into a hover and get to the survivor a lot faster.
We've seen that it's more reliable, and we really enjoy the power and safety that it provides. We're the only air station in northern Michigan, so we assist all the small boat stations with searches. Especially up in Lake Superior, we tend to get on scene a lot faster than the small boat stations do. So we'll get on scene and search. If we find something, we can pass those coordinates to the small boat station. And also, the next closest air station is down in Detroit, and there are lots of times where the cases fall right on the border of our 2 air stations, and we'll assist them as well. They'll search. When they have a crew that goes down for fatigue, then we'll come in and we'll search as well. Our search and rescue caseload is the heaviest during the summer. Throughout the year, we average about 250 cases per year.
The winter it slows down a lot, mostly ice rescues, ice fishermen, hunters, things of that such.
And we see medevacs off of the commercial vessels. They're out in the middle of Lake Superior. They can't get to a hospital or to an ambulance fast, so they'll call the Coast Guard and we'll medevac those individuals off. The law enforcement that we do usually involves the vertical delivery of our security teams onto the commercial vessels to make sure that they're complying with all the laws and regulations of the water. During the winter months, when the water in between Canada and the United States freezes over, you tend to see some snowmobile tracks going in between. They could be carrying drugs, they could be carrying other types of illegal substances across the border, so we'll assist in that. The environmental conditions are our biggest challenge. During the summer months, the temperatures can reach in excess of 95 degrees. In the winter months, though, you see the other extreme. Extremely cold temperatures, single digits, even at night sometimes into the negative.
The Edmund Fitzgerald didn't go down in 2-foot chop. It gets pretty rough out there. I've been out in the middle of it and seen 20-foot seas in the wintertime. You kind of have to gear up. It could be 60 or 70 degrees here, and we'll get a call up in Duluth, Minnesota, and it's 30 degrees, and the water temperatures drop 15, 20 degrees. So you have to kind of look at where you're going in the AOR, what the water temperature is, what the environment's going to be like there, and you kind of have to plan accordingly. So it kind of changes a little bit with each case.
For Traverse City being such a small city, it has everything to offer. I know everybody that's here is pretty happy with the area. I'd say it's station vacation.